So the two biggest things that I glean out of the Old Testament is the 12 tribes of Israel. You need to know the 12 tribes of Israel according to Deuteronomy 27:12-13. The 12 tribes of Israel are as follows: Reuben and Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Benjamin, Joseph, Ephraim, and Manasseh. And Manasseh. The Israelites were the 12 sons of the biblical patriarch Jacob. Jacob also had one daughter, Dinah. Dinah, won't you blow? Oh, Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Whose descendants were not recognized as a separate tribe. Why? If anyone, Dinah's the only one that could give life. The sons of Jacob were born in Padanaram from different mothers. As follows: the sons of Leah are Reuben. That's Jacob's firstborn, Reuben. So he's going to get the blessing. The blessing. Oh, yes, the blessing. Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, and Zebulun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids with Leah. Rachel is Joseph and Benjamin. That's Jacob's favorite. Benjamin is the youngest. Joseph is, both of those are the two favorites. It was with Rachel, the love of his life, the two. Yeah, so that's who we follow. We follow Jacob, Rachel, and then Joseph. And then Jacob was, freaking Isaac and goddamn Rebecca. And then Isaac was Abraham, and then Sarah. And then Abraham was Terah. And then Terah's Nahor. Or Nahor was Terah, and then... So Leah and Rachel are actually Jacob's cousins. But compared to Abraham and goddamn Lot, it's progressive. Jacob actually goes outside of his house in order to... He goes to a whole nother village. So Bilhah and Zilpah are Leah's handmaid and Rachel's handmaid. Dan and Naphtali and Gad and Asher. So he has 4 children, 4 sons from the slaves. They say handmaid, slaves. Rachel had a slave, Leah had a slave. So what the fuck? What are we learning from? I feel like we need a Moses. That's why Moses comes in and is like, look, you just need one wife. You're trying to build a society here, a civilization. You can't have 4 different wives and all these kids strewn out all across. What are you, goddamn George Foreman? I mean, give me a break here. What are you, goddamn Thomas Jefferson? Like Zilpah, Bilhah. Jacob later called Israel was the second-born son of Isaac and Rebekah, the younger twin brother of Esau and the grandson of Abraham and Sarah, according to biblical texts. Jacob was chosen by God to be the patriarch of the Israelite nation. From what is known of Jacob, he had 2 wives, sisters Leah and Rachel, and 2 concubines, Bilhah and Zilpah, by whom he had 13 children. The 12 sons from the basis are the basis of the 12 tribes of Israel, listed in the order from oldest to youngest: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Issachar, Zebulun, Joseph, and Benjamin. It's all about Benjamin. It's all about Jacob was known to display favoritism among his children, particularly for Joseph and Benjamin, the sons of his favorite wife Rachel, and so the tribes themselves were not treated equally in the divine sense. Joseph, despite being the second youngest son, received double the inheritance of his brothers, treated as if he were the firstborn instead of Reuben. But Reuben's like, I mean, Reuben's sandwich is good if you're in a mood for it, but it's got like... So his tribe was later split into 2 tribes named after his sons Ephraim and Manasseh. Ephraim and Manasseh. Wait, another Manasseh? Yeah, another Manasseh. How many times are we going to name these Manassehs until we find one that works? Now you have a talking donkey, right? And the talking snake, Adam and Eve. Okay, let me tell you. You have the burning bush. It tells Moses that the talking snake is going to... And then Jesus is born in a manger. The Magi followed the star, and then over where Jesus, there was a star where it was right at where Jesus was born, and they named him Manasseh. So Jacob is one of the most important whores in ancient Egypt and the Levant and Israel. The first 11 chapters of Genesis are just bullshit. I can't even... Jacob, fucking Abraham, Moses. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I want to believe in David and Saul and Solomon. I want to believe. I want to believe, and that's because I love that David and Goliath story. I love that David and Goliath story. Oh my God. The underdog. The underdog.